Andre Hopkins, independent journalist. My first question here is just going to go over to the coaching staff. Just I kind of want to ask, what lessons did the team take away from the Paper X loss and apply to this game to get the win?
Maybe we need to work in our calmness. Like we sometimes when pressure or we are getting hit in the face, like it happened in the first map against Global. Like in the game, maybe it's hard for us to realize that we can actually win. So I think that the Lotus against Paper Rex, we learned that it doesn't matter if we start a map in a bad way. We can actually win the series. And when we watched the game in Lotus, we realized that we should have won that map maybe. So maybe working in ourselves and our mental during the game, and I think it showed today.
And then I have two more quick ones. I just wanted to also ask this one as a requested question to Sato. Someone wanted to ask, where do you get the energy during and after the games? And are you this energetic on days you don't play?
Um, I think I'd say so. Sometimes I'm not feeling that kind of energy, and I made myself, you know, kind of my job to always stand up and yell just to, help to hype the team. Sometimes we make fun of that as well because sometimes you can see that I take my time, getting out of the chair because sometimes I'm tired. It's a 3 map series and things are kind of, I'm getting low energy, so I just like take my time getting up, and then I yell.
And then my last one here is just going to go over to Neon and Blowz. I just wanted to ask, this being your first kind of international event, how do you think you've adapted to this bigger stage?
Essa próxima pergunta é para o Neon e o Blowz. Sendo esse o seu primeiro campeonato internacional, como você se adapta nessa experiência no palco?
Eu acho que em questão de ser o primeiro internacional, eu não sinto tipo tanto, porque eu acho que estou com um time muito experiente, que a gente é muito unido também. E eu acho que no Américas também a gente já pegou muita experiência sobre isso, então eu acho que aqui é só vir, fazer o nosso jogo e dar o nosso melhor, que a gente sabe o nosso potencial.
I think that being the first international doesn't like wait much for me, especially because I have such a united team like to have my back with, and we also like gather some experience like back in the Americas Championship as well. So it's just us like being able to focus as much as we can on our game.
You guys, and good luck in your future games. My first question here is going to go to the coaching staff. I just kind of wanted to ask, we saw the team continue to play Neon through the nerfs that came in. Do you think the Neon nerf affected the team's playstyle or prep at all? And what do you think could have been done to show better form through this event?
To answer the question about Neon, I don't see the nerf as being a considerable factor as to why we played the way that we did. There was obviously other things that we won't dive into. You want to take the other one? Or?
No, I mean, I think it's a bit of both, right? Like, I think Kosh did still play really well on Neon. He never really abused what was abusable with it. And I think there's still other teams having success with Neon as well. So I don't think it's the reason why we didn't perform as well. A lot of it probably is down to momentum and just in general, like we lost a lot of momentum. We usually do really, really well when we have time to prepare. I think it was just a unique experience for us coming here after winning. You're full of confidence. We're full of momentum. The first couple of scrim days were incredible from them. And kind of like the longer we had and the more we had off from an official, it kind of, I guess, impacted us. And it's something that we can learn a lot from. Hopefully when we do win a stage again and we can get an advantage like that. Because I do think it's a 50-50. It can be an advantage, but it's more of a mental gymnastic that you have to get over with, I think.
Then I have a second question here. This one's going to go to Koshmaras. I just wanted to ask, even with the early exit, just how would you rate your first Masters event and just playing on a big time stage like this?
I mean, it was fun, yeah.
I'm happy to hear it, and good luck in your guys' future games. And I have two questions here. First one's going to go over to Yetujey. So just constantly, I've talked to you before just about seeing you in the like the post-match things, just always screaming. Just where do you kind of get that hype from just to always be able to bring that every game no matter what?
Yeah, actually, it just came from the club, from all of the our bosses, and also from the fans, and also from the roster currently we have. Yeah, I just scream for them. If we win or if we lose, I don't care. I just playing for my team and screaming for them.
And then the second question here, this one's going to go over to the coaching staff in Sociable. Look, taking out G2 on Lotus, you're now one of 2 teams this year to do that. Just, is there anything you saw today that helped you guys take that map?
Of course, starting from yesterday against EDG loss, we start prepping pretty much when we get to the hotel, and then as soon as we saw the macro understanding from G2, we saw they quite keen to leave the sites open for us. Like, not for us, of course. Like, the understanding of their game consists of retaking a lot and taking, like, plucking one player out of us and playing the retake. That's what's basically their understanding of Lotus in terms of defense. So I knew for a fact that we're going to be super relieved after the first half, no matter the score was. And the first half was actually, although it wasn't in favor of us, we knew we lost so many rounds, like LEV's individual skill, to be honest. We knew that we couldn't adapt into till we overcome some of the rounds, but eventually we won against them, which makes us better in these circumstances, right? Yeah, pretty much.
First question over here is going to go towards Josh. I just kind of want to ask, some of G2's best performances come from starting in the Swiss stage, getting some time, and then going into playoffs. Do you think the team is just better starting from there and being able to build up momentum versus just starting in playoff?
Yeah, I think knowing our team, we do need the stage experience just to get the ball rolling. We need momentum. We ran into 2 very hot teams. They're very confident, and so when we were a little shaky. So it would have been nice to get like a win under our belt. But yeah, I mean, we did get a bye into playoffs, so it's our bad not capitalizing on it.
And then one more real quick, just touching on what you talked about staying in Europe for a little bit. Just kind of goes to anybody. Is there anything you're looking forward to doing after your time, just to relax, to do while you guys are here?
I don't know. I'm pretty boring as a person, so like it's more on these guys.
We're sick. We can't even do anything.
Maybe some shots will take the sickness.
You think some shots will take the sickness away?
We can hope, right? We can hope. All right, well, thank you guys, and good luck in your next games.